Today we're going to be going over betting the Bucs for week 2. This time on the road against the Detroit Lions. Now the Buccaneers had themselves a really nice week 1 against the Washington Commanders, and so did we here on betting the Bucs. Last week we took Mike Evans as an anytime touchdown scorer. That happened times 2. We didn't have him as a multiple touchdown scorer, just one. That still counts. We had 75 plus yards rushing and receiving for Rashad White. He had 75 yards receiving alone. We had the Buccaneers money line. You all know how that worked out pretty good. And we had Rashad White over 3.5 catches. Again, worked out pretty good. That's what I call a 4 for 4 week. So with that being said, let's get right into what we have for this coming week against a much tougher opponent for sure. The Buccaneers are going to be a little bit shorthanded in this game, most likely. So we'll see how that may affect some of the betting things. The Buccaneers, I Bleav, the Lions opened up as 6.5 point favorites on DraftKings. This is all going to be the odds are from DraftKings with this. And now they're up to 7.5, 7.5 favored. Makes sense with the Buccaneers not having Antonio Winfield Jr. and some other key pieces. So it does make a little bit of sense as to why the line is sort of favoring the Lions a little bit more as the week goes on, but let's see what we can cook up and hopefully remain perfect, because right now we are 4 for 4, 4-0 on our picks right now. With that being said, let's get right into it, and we are going to start things off with Mike Evans over 4.5 catches into this game. Right now on DraftKings, you can get that at minus 135. Not the greatest odds, but it's something I feel pretty confident about. Mike Evans to get basically 5 catches. I think they want to involve him in this offense yet again, and I think they're going to need the offense to show up. So I think if they're going to have any chance to win this game, a guy like Mike Evans is going to have to show out, and I think he's going to do just that. So I do think that 4.5 catches, over 4.5 catches for Mike Evans is a pretty doable thing, and I don't think it's bad at all. We are also going to be going back to the well with Rashad White at 75 plus rushing and receiving yards. I hate to do the same bet twice, but I do like it because I do think they're going to involve this guy in the passing game more often, and I think he's still going to be getting a lot of runs. Now, Detroit's front is much different than Washington's front. It's a lot tougher to run on Detroit than it is Washington, and the Buccaneers didn't fare great on the ground. More specifically, Rashad White didn't fare great on the ground in week 1, but I think he could be in for a little bit of a bounce back. Combine that with the receiving yards, and I do like, again, Rashad White 75 plus receiving and rushing yards. You can get that at minus 120 right now on DraftKings. And then we are also going to be doing a Lions prop, which normally I do like to do at least one for the opposition. Didn't really find anything I loved last week for the Commanders, but found something I did like for the Lions this week, and that is Jared Goff over 266.5 passing yards in this game. Look, Jared Goff against Todd Bowles has been a thorn in Todd Bowles' side, and it has not been good. The first time, right, was against the Rams, and they went up against the Buccaneers, and Jared Goff had 500 yards. So Jared Goff has consistently really beaten up on Todd Bowles' defenses. Mix that in with Antonio Winfield, the Bucs' best defender, not being in the mix. I like Jared Goff to go over that number this weekend. Unfortunately for the Buccaneers, you can get that minus 120 on DraftKings right now. But unfortunately, I do think Jared Goff has a decent chance of hitting that number. So I am pretty confident in that one. And the final one I'm going to take here is the full game over. Right now, it's set at 51. You can get that minus 112 right now. I do like the over in this game. I think it's a game where the Buccaneers know they're going to have to score points in order to keep up, because I think the Lions are going to be able to score some points with the injuries that the Buccaneers have on defense, specifically in their secondary. Like I said, without Antonio Winfield Jr., it appears they're going to be out without Kalaji Cansey. Maybe Logan Hall comes back. It looks like Tom McCollum might be able to play. That's a little bit more help in the secondary, but Bryce Hall is obviously out for the season. They just re-signed Keenan Isaac. So the secondary is kind of in shambles right now, and I think Detroit can take advantage of that. And I think with Tampa Bay potentially being in like a shootout type game, they're going to have to score some points. So they're going to have to be throwing the football as well. So I do like the full game over in this one, over 51 points. I do like that. Now, if you did this on a parlay, if you did a 4-leg parlay, put $10 on it, the full odds of the parlay right now are plus 650. You put $10 on it, you win $75. So not a bad payout for things that I don't really think are too out there. I don't really think are too crazy. Again, unfortunately for the Buccaneers, Jared Goff has had Todd Bowles' number. I think that's also going to mix in with the over in this game, because I think Detroit's going to be able to put up points. I think Tampa has the opportunity to put up points as well. So I like Mike Evans in this game as well. I think they're going to have to get him involved if they want a shot to win. So I do like the over 4.5 catches. So with that being said, let's just run it down one more time just so you can get it. We have over 4.5 catches from Mr. Mike Evans, over or 75 plus receiving and rushing yards combined for Rashad White, over 266.5 passing yards for Lions quarterback Jared Goff, and the full game over set at 51 points. Like I said, you can go to DraftKings right now and bet that. You can bet anywhere that you can bet. So hopefully we have another good week. Hopefully it results in a Buccaneers victory. I didn't take anybody, money line or spread this time around. So hopefully all these things happen, but it also happens with a Buccaneers victory. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to be fading me? Are you guys going to be, are you guys going to ride with me or fade me, basically? We had a good week last week. Hoping to have another good one this week. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If there's any bets that you guys like, I'm always curious to hear. I'm down for some advice as well. So please let me know. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And go Bucs.